Don't lose your way, your mind. We have to be as one. Don't be afraid. Let's return. This is the way to be more strong.
What's good, everyone? So we got the new Jack Atlas roaming event. Now, unfortunately, he's got a lot of lackluster drops. We are going to go in and talk about that. I have faced Jack once at level 40. I just quickly beat him with an auto duel deck that I have for Standard Duelist. And unfortunately, I was going to do a farm deck. I designed one, but our boy's only level 30. But from looking at the card list that Jack Atlas has at level 40, this deck should be able to work for both, I do believe. If it doesn't, let me know in the comment section below, but this should work for level 30 and 40. We're going to find out here in a moment, but let's quickly go ahead and talk about his cards real quick. We also got a 50 gem survey for the KC Cup that you guys might want to go ahead and do because, I mean, it is a free 50 gems, so take advantage of that. So, the cards that Jack is dropping today, if you look to the left of your screen, we got multiple Peace Golem. Nothing really good about this card at all, except for the fact that if it is attacked or it attacks, it can bring back all your small piece, medium piece, and big piece golems back to the field if they are in the graveyard. So that's something interesting there. We also have big piece golem, which, by the way, besides the fact that it does take up a normal summon, it's kind of similar to how Cyber Dragon works. Rip that I said that, you know, hashtag where it's Cyber Dragon. It is a 2100 basically vanilla for the most part. But the reason why that this being released and we don't get Cyber Dragon means a little bit more to me and makes me kind of a little bit triggered is the fact that this guy is used in a deck where his actual summon may take up your normal summon while Cyber Dragon's a special summon. However, the way this guy works in his deck is similar to Cyber Dragon, where he's basically is going to be a special summon. And why I say that is because, sorry about that, because when he is on the field, you can easily summon, where is it, medium piece golem and small piece golem. These two can be special summon when big piece is on the field. So he does take up a normal summon, but he allows the rest of your deck to special summon. So he kind of works in a similar way to how Cyber Dragon works, even though Cyber Dragon is a special summon. You know, it's weird. I may be confusing some of you, but some of you maybe understand what I'm saying. But yeah, essentially it's kind of like a similar situation, except this guy does have one more restriction. He cannot be summoned in this way if you have other monsters on the field. But the way the deck works with big piece, medium piece, where's it at? God dang it. There we go. Medium piece and small piece is you'd want to bring your big piece on the field first and then bring your other pieces as a special summon, and then you completely swarm the field. So that's kind of what that deck is all about. Unfortunately, all their effects are garbage. They don't really do anything, and they're pretty weak, and they all have 0 defense. So, yeah, I don't know. And the rest of his cards aren't even worth mentioning. I mean, he's got Power Invader. If your opponent controls 2 or more monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributing. So, I mean, there's that. But, again, it's just a 2000 beat stick that has nothing else to offer you on the field. So, I don't know. Maybe we could make, like, a Gaia play deck with this. Or possibly we can do some kind of rock control because you can swarm. I mean, maybe. You know, with, like, you know, Attack the Moon and some other various rock support cards. I don't know. We'll see. But that is pretty much his rewards. I'm not really going to talk about the Archfiends. They're pretty bad. Descending Last Star, another terrible card. You can't really do nothing with that except bring back a Synchro in defense with 0 defense, and it's stuck there permanently that way. Maybe you can combo that with some Stardust back row support, but I mean, that is very situational and very bricky, and this card could be just a dead card for a while. May never even use it in a duel at all. So, and of course, the tuner we do get, Flare Resonator, unfortunately, it's not Red Resonator, which I feel with all the other bad cards we got, Red Resonator would have been okay, because at least this deck does swarm to where you could synchro pretty quickly if you actually had a decent Resonator or a decent tuner in a generic tuner for that matter of fact. So, but I mean, that's his rewards. I mean, nothing special. You could probably auto duel this event, guys. Nothing amazing here, but like I said, it could make for a fun maybe rock control deck or a possible beat down deck maybe. Or no, no, ties that bind. There we go. Ties that bind deck, maybe. You can boost them all up 300 since you're going to swarm quickly. Have a lot of expensive paywall back row, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Gaia Plate could be an interesting tech in as well. I don't know. We'll see. But let's go ahead and showcase the farm deck that I made for you guys quickly. Now, I've not been able to use Cerberus in quite a while. So we went ahead and made a free-to-play Cerberus using Draw Sense Light with Luna, I believe. So there you guys go. I tried to make this free-to-play possible. I think all these cards are free-to-play, honestly. Maybe Blistering Winds came from a box. But, I mean, it's a rare for crying out loud. You could swap it out and put in more Wonder Wands if you want. I just like the big attack boost. Of course, I got various prismatics in here, which you can make those from the card trader for free as well, using rare jewels. You don't need this many Cerberus. 2, maybe 1's even good. You don't need like 4 or 5 prismatics either. It's just I went crazy and I made like a full 100% Cerberus prismatic deck, which you guys could probably see that video on my channel. It's pretty old, but yeah, you get the idea. The reason why we're bringing Fairy and Meteor Crush is because it's good in case Jack sets any of his monsters if your Cerberus gets too big. That way you can still crash in and do your piercing damage. So Fairy Meteor Crush is very, very good. I'm not even sure if you even actually need anti-magic arrows, but I figure a lot of you by now may have a prismatic copy of it, at least one of. So go ahead and take it for your prismatic points. I'm just throwing in like cards like Spiritualism because they're easy to get because they're from the card trader. Same thing goes for One Shot Wand from the card trader. Wonder Wands from the card trader. Magical Mallets are pretty easy to get your hands on. Econs are in everything. Cerberus is also from the card trader. And Magical Blast has been as an SR ticket reward multiple times. So very easy to get a majority of all these cards in the game. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, of course, we don't have very much draw power. I am sacrificing some draw power with this deck to make it super free to play. But let me show you guys a quick tech-in that you could use for some draw power if you'd like. You can go ahead and actually use Different Dimension Capsule. Very good. You can actually get 2 copies of these for free as a level up reward. I believe it was either Ishizu or Odeon. I do believe. I could be mistaken, but it's one of those 2. So you can go ahead and pick those up for free and use those as like your little mini draw power if you want to. If you have more like pricey cards like Shard of Greeds, you can use those as well. But like I said, I was keeping this deck strictly free to play as possible for you guys. That's why I did tech in the one Wonder Wand. I can use that as draw power if I really want to. But I mean, there you go. Matter of fact, we can actually go ahead and take out the Spiritualisms and actually just throw these in there for the draw power if you'd like to see them in action. So let's go ahead and do that. Spiritualism are just nice just because they're quick and easy to play. And, you know, hey, they're from the card trader. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what we can do against Jack. I'm hoping for at least 7,000, 8,000 dual assessment plus with this deck. You know, you guys can use a different deck if you want. You can use the Draw Sense Earth. What was it? I'm trying to think. I'm having a brain fart today, guys, if you haven't noticed. So many things to do. I had to change the name of I got the name changed on the channel. I got a new banner I just got done finally making. You know, a million other things going on. I got a leak video coming for you guys later. Just, your boy's swamped today. Okay? Your boy's swamped today. So we can actually go ahead and set that econ. We can even go ahead and just play our Magical Blast. It'll do effect damage, which doesn't really matter because we're running a deck that does battle damage anyway. So, yeah. And we just go ahead and end our turn. We're going to go ahead and econ. Now, if you don't have an econ, you can play some of your other spells early even if you need to. I have no doubt you're going to get your Cerberus pretty high attack stats. So you don't really need to worry about that. We're going to go ahead and equip that one Wonder Wand because why not? Alright, so we're now extremely high. He's just going to sit there and chill. And with Jack's monsters being 0 defense, it's going to work pretty well for us, honestly. So he loaded up the field. We don't need to worry about that Magical Blast. We're just going to sit here and continuously just keep chilling. Surprised Jack didn't have a polymerization. That or he just didn't use it. But yeah, having that 0 defense is going to be clutch for us. Because then we're going to do maximum output of damage. Very nice. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and set that econ, use it if we ever need to. It's just nice there to have. I mean, look, we're already at 4,200 attack, no big deal. Jack really doesn't have too much, like, in terms of, like, draw power or anything like that in his deck either, which is really, really nice. Alright, here we go. So this is the little mini draw power I was talking about, different dimension capsule. We're going to go ahead and actually use that to pull out a Cerberus. Let's go and do that. So it's going to sit over there for a couple turns, and then we'll be able to add it to our hand. So just a little bit of mini draw power. Nothing special. We don't need to use Magical Blast. Let's go ahead and end our turn again. Yep. Like I said, optimally, if you want to make this go faster, you're definitely going to want to add more draw power. But I wanted to keep it extremely free to play, like absolutely free to play. So definitely just be sure to do that when you're making your deck builds. Use the best spells that you have for draw power for sure. All right, let's see here. So we can actually just go ahead and do that. We can go ahead and add another one. Actually, we could just low-key throw this Wonder Wand down. This is what we're actually going to do. This is what we're actually going to do. And then we're actually going to pop that off. And we're going to draw 2 here. So that's, again, a little bit of my mini draw power. Going to go ahead and pop another Dimension Capsule. Fish for another Beast Cerberus. Throw that out there for the moment. And end our turn. So, all good, right? So, I mean, we're getting a little bit of draw power out of this super duper free-to-play deck. Not bad at all. Let's go and end our turn again. We're down to 4 cards already. Not too bad. Like I said, with Shard of Greeds and stuff like that, you can make this go a lot faster. Nope, don't want to use Magical Blast. Alright, so we can go ahead here and, because we don't really need that other Cerberus, to be honest. If you want to utilize your other Cerberuses in the deck, like actually get use out of their attack boost as well, you could run Riryoku and feed off of one and add it to the other. So that's another free-to-play combo that you can utilize in this deck. You can actually run Riryoku over Blustering Winds if you want to go that route. That's completely up to you. Or you can do what I did and just use your, your other Cerberuses as a Wonder Wand sacrifice to get free-to-play draw power. Or you can run your Shard of Greed. So there's definitely a lot of options you can go here. That's why I like the deck. It's got a lot of options to offer, which I really like. Okay, so let's just go ahead and pop our Magical Mallet. Just go ahead and throw these Blustering Wings back into the deck. We don't really need them at the very moment. Nor do we need all these one-shot wands. Alright, and let's just go ahead and do that. There we go. And like I said, you can hold on to these Spiritualisms for the last turn if you want. You can use them whenever you want. It really doesn't matter because we are running anti-magical arrows. I don't even think he has any back row that can stop us, but if he does, it doesn't matter because of the arrows. So it's like, have fun with it, right? And we don't need to discard yet, so we're going to go all in. And we're already at 6,200. No doubt we're going to hit over 10K. That's not even going to be a problem. That's not even a problem at this point. So we're going to go ahead and end our turn. We can just sack off the Cerberus. It doesn't really matter. Alright, opponent's going to end his turn. No biggie. Go ahead and do this. Alright, there's our arrows. We've got 1 card left. We do need to play a card right now, though. So what we're probably going to go ahead and do is just flip that Econ, because we don't even care about Econ at this point. Just go ahead and flip his monster in attack position. It doesn't even matter. Let's go ahead and play that Fairy Meteor Crush. Alright. Big Bang, of course, is a better card because you also get that attack boost. But, I mean, like I said, free to play, guys. We're keeping our free to play. Alright, so he's going to put it back in defense. No big deal. We're going to go ahead and not use Magical Blast. And here we go. Now it's time to go all in. So we're just going to go ahead and pop Spiritualism because why not? Just do that because we don't care. We're going to go ahead and do now Blustering Winds. Our Cerberus is going to get extremely high attack now. Like I said, guys, you only really need 1 Cerberus if you want to. Unless you want to use it as a free-to-play draw power with Wonder Wand, like we did in the video. So let's go and do that and do that. I mean, just all kinds of goodies. And then at this point, we can just go to the battle phase, activate arrows. The world's a better place, and then we can just attack anything we want with 0 defense. It doesn't matter. For 12,700 battle damage. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Now, this should work theoretically on level 40 as well. If you have any trouble, let me know. I'll try to give you some kind of some suggestions in the comment section. All right, let's see. Nice. So we got an 8,700 with the campaign bonus. That's perfect. That's really, really good. So honestly, you don't even need all the prismatics, because even with the prismatics, we got 1,600 points from prismatics. Wow. So you're still going to get probably around 7K plus with this deck, and that's if you have no prismatics at all, which I would hope that, you guys have at least a couple by now, right? Unless you're a very, very new player, then I can understand that. Now, another deck you could try to run, especially against level 40. Let me quickly just briefly go over this real quick. You can use Draw Sense Earth with like the Duel farm deck with Vassal. And why you're going to run Draw Sense Earth is because you'll be playing it with, let me go ahead and pull them up here. There you go, Montage Dragon. That's the card that I had a brain fart on earlier in the video and I couldn't remember. So you can run Draw Sense Earth with Montage Dragon, with Duel to give them that big boost. And, you can run that with like the Calculator. You can run that with Vassal. A lot of things you can do, depending on what you want to do there with the deck. So that's another option, but I'm just a big fan of Cerberus, and I love bringing him out when I can to showcase it to you guys. So I hope you guys all like that little review. I hope you guys like the little farm deck that we threw together for you all in one video. Hope you guys like the new intro. I hope you guys like the new channel name and all that other good stuff. And as always, I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you guys also hit that like button. Tick notifications so you don't miss another video. And also join us in the verse below at the Discord link in the description. And I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Until then, peace.